What is up, guys? It's your boy No Risk, No Premium, back with another episode of the Market Overview, guys. Today we got our relief bounce, dead cat bounce, whatever you want to call it, but it came, right? It came, uh, which is good. We need some relief after all of this immense selling, and definitely got some people feeling good. But is it a dead cat bounce? Is it a reversal? Well, we won't know until tomorrow. I'll get into that a little bit later. First thing, we got to go check the economic data for tomorrow. As you can see, only flash services and manufacturing PMI, that's 15 minutes after the market opens. And then new home sales comes in 30 minutes after the market opens. No pre-market data and nothing too much to worry about. But we do have some earnings for this week. So you should go to earnings.com or excuse me, Earnings Whisper and just check what we've got going on. A bunch of blue chip tech. I'll leave that homework up to you to figure out who is coming in the coming days. Okay, on to the charts here. Okay, for me, what I am anticipating is typically what happens in a dead cat bounce is it makes you feel like bottoms in, downtrend over, et cetera, et cetera. And today, for the most part, until the close there, I mean, this was great. But I mean, we haven't had that straight upward buying like that in a while, right? Looking at the 5 minute, looking at the 15 minute, excuse me, looking at the 30 minute to 15. I mean, look at this, just straight up, right? Very fun, very nice off the lows, right? Holding the lows. Okay, that's bullish structure. Everything's, I mean, just, oh God, ungodly fun to the upside. Like lots of fun there. But until we clear a major level, what was a support, okay, or a demand, until we clear that, bottom's not in. So for tomorrow, what I'm anticipating is I'd look to be a seller up above 5083 to about 5100 because this started the downtrend in the supply that you could see right here into this. So for me tomorrow, what does the market do, guys? It does a really good job of getting everybody to what? Lean one way to snap it back, and then lean one way and snap it back, and then lean one way and snap it back, right? Just like it got everyone to lean at the highs and snap it back down. The market's so good at doing that. Same thing. Drop it down, pop it up, drop it down, right? So the market is so good at doing that. Tomorrow, I would anticipate if we see a move to the upside first around the open, I'm looking to be a seller up here. I'm looking to be a seller from about 5083 and above to about 5100. Okay, looking to be a seller. Now, I would be wrong on this thesis if we have a daily close above 5100, 5120 to be exact. But 5100, if we have a daily close above that, means bulls got this thing up above and held. Then we could be seeing a local bottom. But I think that a bunch of the greedy pigs on Wall Street are mad that the futures traders got to buy this low. I think they're going to take this high, get everybody to lean long again, to drop this back down to a double bottom, maybe even a little bit lower. So this range down here, I would look to long, especially if we reject this area above 5083 first. I look to be long down here at about 49.33 to about 49.50. This zone in here, that's where I'd look to be long should we go up and reject this area first. So that's going to be my game plan for tomorrow. That's how I'm going to be playing ES. NQ, pretty much the same thing here, right? Pretty much same thing here, except a little bit of a tighter range. But 17,500, I'm looking to sell. If we can sell, I'd look to buy the lows again at about 17,100, maybe a little bit below. I don't know about as far low as 17,000. Whoa, 17,006. But I would look to see if we could double bottom these lows right here at about 17,001. I bet we can go like this. Oop. Yep. 17,100. I would definitely look to be a buyer down there at a double bottom. Should we reject right there at, go to far, 17,500. Look to be a seller up here, 17,500. Maybe a little bit, 17,550 maybe. Get this, get everybody leaning nice and long. And then drop it back down, equal bottom, double bounce, maybe a little bit below, right? Maybe it's a little bit below, right? That would be the ideal setup that I'll be looking for to trade as far as tomorrow is concerned. SPY guy, same thing. You can use 500 as your pivot here, but ultimately I think over 503 to about 504 and above, 504 to about 506, I'm looking to be a seller up here. So if we pop up here early in the morning and we hang out, we don't make new highs, I'm going to look to be a seller. Ideally, look to sell this, target the lows again from the overnight because a bunch of people are pissed. They couldn't get down at 492. They can only get at 494 or 495. Okay, ideally come down to this 490 level we can see marked here. Right, this demand area. Come down, Maybe just a little bit under these lows, a little bit under where these futures traders and people got to buy down here in the after hours. Okay. And then get long from there again. So ideally look to sell 505-ish, 505-ish call, but it's a zone up here, right? You got to be a trader. Got to see how price reacts. Got to see how, because if it comes and it flags out and it holds and it holds and it holds and it holds and it wants to leg up, then it does. Then that's fine. But for right now, this has been big selling here, so I'm going to be waiting. Think the seller's going to be waiting. Ideally, take this thing back down to lows, get everybody to lean super bearish down here. Then they're going to pop this thing back up. Likely that's when you see a bottom pattern set, be set in for the short term. Nice double bottom. That's what I'll be looking for. 421 to 422. Going to be looking to sell this, or excuse me, 423. 421 to 423. It's going to be a zone, guys. You got to be traders here. Nothing's going to be to the penny, unfortunately. But I'm be looking for this zone here to look for the rejects. If so, look for a equal bottom or maybe a smidge lower here after a double bottom bounce. That's what I'd be looking for there. That's if we sell this. Now, if we don't, if we get back above, we hold, we hold, we hold. We have a daily close above 423. Next zone is going to be this 429 up. You guys can see major supply resistance flip, support resistance flip there. That's the next level you want to target. And last but definitely not least, IWM, guys. Great trade here when everybody was panicking, when everybody was scared to death. The Wolves bought IWM, baby. We bought because what did I say? I said if we can get down to the 200-day moving average or the 188 to 190, I'm gonna be a buyer. Right? I'm gonna be a buyer. What happened? Overreaction on news. Market went down, touched it, literally jumped out of that zone. Super nice. We bought the dip. We got to ride it to 196, fully exited here at 196. Why? Because this was resistance, right? So just sell into the strength. And ideally here, I think if we could get an open in this area, another push above, and then a reject, I like the same thing. I'd like to buy again, but even a little bit lower than here. Maybe we get down to about 189. Right, 190 between 198, 188 and 190. We get down in the zone again. I buy a strike a little bit closer, probably the same expiration. May 10th and on May 17th, right? And see if we can ride this thing to finally catch some buyers down here, some demand to then break this 196 and ride this thing back to this gap up here at about 203. That's what I would be watching for. So look to sell 196. Should we see some sellers step in? That's great. Come down, get this equal low bounce. Maybe it's smidge lower would be fun. We get a smidge lower here, buy some longer dated calls, right? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. That's what I'm gonna be looking to do, guys. This week, you just definitely want to be doing less. If you did more last week, do less this week, guys. Chill, chill, chill. And guys, when the market is down big, there are great companies that are on sale. This is not financial advice, but is your future self going to be thanking you for taking advantage of the downside the market is seeing in the short term? Just ask yourself that. And that's all I got for you guys. You got to wake up early, get your levels right, and of course, not do anything fucking stupid. We'll see you bright and early. Peace.